Alright, you guys see this? So, I'm about to do a little short video on Daz3D and how you can use it when it comes to your manga or your comic book. This here is how I'm shooting my vlogs. This is actually my old phone. I actually bought a brand new phone that's not this one. It's a lot better than this one. I actually bought it specifically to start vlogging on and start doing videos on because it has 4K camera and it is dope. But I kind of like that phone as a personal phone, so now I'm going back to this one. So the camera's not as good, so bear with me. Eventually I may switch them against what I actually want to do, but I may have to. Also, I may actually put a little mirror right here on my little rig here, so y'all can kind of see. So I can kind of see myself. I don't want to use the selfie camera because that kind of sucks. Either way, I'm gonna do is so I'm about to talk about this 3D program to help you with your manga and comics. However, the reason why I'm showing you the little rig that I'm using in order to do these vlogs, I am going to not to be using a screen capture. Not gonna be using any screen capture software because I actually film and edit and upload all of my footage and stuff straight from this phone. So I film the vlog, I edit the vlog, and upload the vlog all from the phone. So I kind of want to keep that as simple and easy as I possibly can. That way I can actually keep doing this every day. I don't want to start adding all these complicated steps in the process. So without further ado, let's hop right in. Okay, so before I really go into Facebook. So before I really go into the 3D program and everything like that, I want to kind of let you guys know about the goal of the Cheap Flow project. The goal of the Cheap Flow project is to basically, well, not basically. The goal of the Cheap Flow project is to bring back the traditional philosophies of martial arts. As we see in today's society, you know, with the rise of the UFC and the rise of the sports fighting type media, a lot of those traditional philosophies of martial arts are starting to be lost. So I wanted to start the Cheap Flow universe, or the story of a mixed martial artist and his journey where he actually gets to learn the martial arts traditional philosophies. Whew, that's a mouthful. So, with that being said, when I first had the vision that when I first had the vision, I wanted it to be 3D animated, similar to the Final Fantasy films. My favorite, well, the first one I ever saw and was inspired by was Final Fantasy Advent Children. So that is the reason I actually started looking into 3D, because of the fact that I know that at the time I thought I could possibly do a 3D animated film myself, which was really ignorant of me to even think that. But I will say that now that I realize that that's not the way to go, especially with me not having any form of 3D animation training, and also the 3D animating tutorials are like super difficult to find on YouTube, or super difficult to find at all. It's like looking for the Illuminati. I decided that the main goal for me would be to actually pitch the idea to Netflix, because you know Netflix is actually bringing out some really good content, and I think that that will be a really good platform for Cheap Flow as a whole. And I really want I would like a 3D animated film series. So that's kind of the goal. I want a 3D animated film series. So without further ado, I want to jump right into talking about the 3D animation and things of that nature, so you guys can kind of see what I did to start off. So here we go. First off, look at my beautiful background. I love it. This is some artwork that I actually did myself. This is Alara. She makes her first appearance at the end of Cheap Flow Journey for the True Master, issue number 1. And issue number 2 is actually mainly about Alara and her journey. So first what we're going to do is we're going to open up Daz3D.com so I can kind of explain to you guys what this is. Daz3D is a pretty much a 3D animation, actually more so 3D modeling and rendering software that's actually free. It's free-ish, but it's free to have, and they give you a whole bunch of free assets that you can use to kind of deliver what you want to make and kind of get your point across. So the whole idea of the actual program is that you can make 3D renders of basically characters and shapes and things like that. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna go over to, from this computer, we're gonna go over to this computer. Ooh. Okay, as you guys see, I already have a 3D render all the way already up, but we're not going to use that right now. We're going to open up something new so you guys can kind of get the full experience of what the program is and how it works. So, what the program is, this is the 3D space here. As you can see, we're moving around. What we're going to do is I'm going to show you some of the assets that comes with starting off in the project. So I'm going to open up my characters over here, and this is what they start you off with. They invented this thing called Genesis. Genesis is this 3D figure right here. So actually this is not Genesis. This is like the more advanced version of Genesis, but this is as close as I'm gonna pull out right now. Oh, actually, yeah, okay, this is Genesis, I think. Let me do this right here and see if we can give you a better look of what Genesis is. I'm not sure if this is gonna change the look of Genesis, but we're gonna see if it makes a difference. There it is, it says Genesis right here. So click this, it should be this grayed out figure. There we go. Now this is the original Genesis. As you guys see, this is 3D character. It's a man with no penis. Yeah. So now that we have this man with no penis, we're going to go over here into shaping, and this here, go to edits. Alright, so this is what's really interesting about this program and why I really like kind of messing with it. Let me see if I can get closer. Okay, so as you can see here, we have different aspects of the character. Let's go to head, male, we can even go further in, universal, blah blah blah. So these are the face. Like if you see here, it says jaw size, brow defined, brow depth, cheekbone size, cheekbone width, cheeks defined, you know, these types of things. Now what this helps you do is you can come in really close here. Let's get in close there. So we're in close. We can use these settings here to kind of change our character. So as you can see, I'm shaping his jawline. This is his brow defined right here. And let's see, we can go add some dimples, scroll down. I'm actually kind of not really trying to do anything. We're making a really fat guy right now. Like his face is fat for no reason. Like look at this, skinny body, fat face. Like I don't know, he has a very strong chin. Like he seems like the type of guy that talks like this. Anyway, so what's really cool about the program is the fact that you can actually have presets. This presets is something I use for myself personally. Let me edit, undo a lot of this. Go back, Control Z. It's your best friend. So after you have you can have presets here, which is like shapes that I've actually paid for. This is paid content, and you can come over here. Now granted, you can shape these yourself without using the paid content. However, it's gonna take a long time because you gotta shape each individual aspect. So look at this, we have a woman now. Or we can go voluptuous. So boom, we went from male to female. and just a scroll of this little, whatever you call this, I'm gonna say a scroll bar. So I think that's really cool. I'm really liking it. This is why I really like the program, because it makes shaping the characters really cool. Also, what's really good for you if you're a manga artist who struggles with poses and things of that nature, and you want to actually look for a reference, you can actually use some of the poses here, like so, and actually render these out into actual pictures. Let's see, we can give another pose. Let's see, all poses. Here, this is a powerful stance. Look at that. So you can take this image and let's say you render it. Portfolio. Let's do a portrait. Active viewport. There we go. So this is the active viewport here, and we hit render. And since it's low quality, it's cool. It's not gonna take that long. Bada bing, bada boom. We done. And look at this. This is something you can drag over into Photoshop, Manga Studios, and you can actually trace over this to give you a base of a character. And also, it already has shadowing already put in, so this will help you paint. This would be a very good reference for you to use in making some type of artwork. I actually do this myself, but sometimes for certain pieces, it helps a lot. This is a really good program to use. Now moving back over to this computer, you can kind of see under the shop tab on Daz3D.com. By the way, this is not paid advertisement. This is just something that I'm using. This helps me create 3D content so that I can actually pitch my idea to Netflix whenever I figure out who the heck to contact in order to get in the room with the right people.
Message received.
This is getting really blurry. Okay, so here is a lot of different things you can buy. Let's see this. This is Melisande. See, this is a female character. Now, if I buy her, what this will give me is like the shape of her face and her different lipsticks and things like that. Little things where you can kind of edit the character as you wish to kind of give you that last feel that you want. Really cool. This can get very financially draining if you let it. So beware of that, because like I said, like this right here, look at that. This is $16.95. You can get guns. That's $17.95. These are some things that you can use to kind of create cool artworks and stuff like that. Different resources and stuff like that. See, this is $19.95. So this is kind of like doing 3D design with the training wheels. And now what's really cool about this is you take your image that you end up making and you transfer it into Photoshop, and then you can get kind of creative with what you make. Like, look at this. This is great. I love seeing people make really goofy pictures like this. Not sure what the heck this is, but it's something. Look at this. This is a pretty cool guy with red fluffy hair doing his thing. And here's a Elijah 7. That's a pretty cool shot. See, people here use this platform, and this is actually artwork user generated artwork. This is like people like me who use the program and actually create cool stuff. So anyway, I hope this gives you guys an understanding of what Daz3D is and how you can actually use it into your manga or comics to help you kind of figure things out. I may do a more in-depth tutorial later. Right now, my phone that I record my vlogs on is actually about to die. So I'm gonna go ahead and end this vlog. This is actually the reason I did this vlog was because I was asked about how the 3D program that I use works. So I hope this kind of gives a little bit more insight. If you have any questions, you can kind of send me comments in the comment section down below. Make sure you guys subscribe to the YouTube channel. This is youtube.com/nerdtorchtv if you're watching on Facebook. And make sure you like the Facebook page, facebook.com/chieflo. Yeah, just I don't know. I don't know what my own Facebook is, but hold on, let me see. It's facebook.com/chieflo Chief Lo series. Make sure y'all go and follow that page, and you can actually watch the first. You can actually read, not watch, or both, something like that. You will read the first chapter of my manga, which is Chief Lo Journey for the True Master. And it's your boy Nitro Hot Fire here, and I'm out. Peace.